Good morning, everyone. Emily here. I have all these little pieces that I tore up, and I've been working with them for the last day. It feels like I've been working on them for weeks. And so I think I'm going to make a masterboard with this piece of book paper. I have this glue that my daughter gave me. I'm real excited to try it on this paper. I used it on some other paper, and it's twist. Yeah, I was struggling to pop it off like for the longest time. And I used it on some different paper, but it wasn't this thin book paper. Sorry, had to glue and think at the same time. It was getting pretty tough there. There we go. So I'm kind of interested to see if it will make this paper, and it's not so far, curl. And it's not, so I'm kind of already liking it. Whoops. But time will tell. I hope you're all doing well today. Today is Saturday, March 22nd, 2025, if you're watching this late. I know I have some videos from 3 years ago, and they're crocheting, and I'm still getting views. One that I made on a Bernat baby blanket. I get more views on that one from 3 years ago than I do on any other video I post. I find that crazy. And I get a lot of comments that they really like that video. And I love getting comments like that. So that is my most watched video. And then I made a video of a cat bed. It has a picture of my Coco. He is the cutest little thing ever, little kitty. And that one still gets a lot of views, and I get people still commenting how their beds came out wonderful, and that just makes me feel good. So Coco does not live with me anymore. When I moved in with my daughter, I had 8 cats, and I had to get rid of some of them. Well, when Coco was little, he was sick. And my daughter-in-law, I wasn't in the best of health. And so she decided that she would take him home with my granddaughters, and she would get him back into health. And he almost didn't make it. I mean, he just looked horrible. And I can't tell you what led to that because it's something traumatic that happened in our family. But poor Coco, he was so bad off. She took him home. I think she had him for like 2 or 3 weeks. And she got him all back to health. And then she came back to me. And I just had him for, I don't know, year, 2 years. And he was just the most beautiful little kitten you'd ever seen. And so, of course, when I said I had to cut down on kitties, the only way I would get rid of them is if I gave them to a family member or someone, they went to actually my daughter-in-law. And my daughter took my kitties. And she took Coco. And so it's been 3 years now. 3 years. I don't know. Anyway, she took Coco. And he is just happy. She has 4 girls, so little Coco is just so happy. He loves them. He's spoiled rotten. He's like family. And thank goodness my children really like to treat their animals like they're people like I do. So, excuse me. So far, I'm still getting over a cold. So far, this glue doesn't look too bad, but It's not making the pages curl up like Mod Podge or my Elmer's glue. So today is Saturday, like I said, and so it's a great day. It's beautiful outside. It's pretty warm, so it is a good day to just sit down at my table and do some arts and crafts. My son-in-law works very hard during the week. It's his day off today, and so I can sit up here, let them have their family time, and do my arts and crafts, which I'm going to tell you right now is great for me because this week the kids had spring break. And my grandkids were home. We didn't go anywhere or anything, and so they really enjoy being at home. They're little homebodies. And we played games, and my grandson, yesterday I taught him how to crochet. He's only 9. No, he's 10. But he is very bright. And I can't believe that he, just came up to us while we were sitting at the kitchen table crocheting. And he's like, can I learn, Grandma? And I'm like, sure. He goes, when? Right now? And he sat down. So handed him some yarn and a needle, or not a needle, a hook. And started showing him. And I'll be darned, that kid picked it right up. And me and his mom were both like, oh, this is going to take a while for him. And it didn't. He got quite the chain going. And then he was very, very proud of himself, which, you should be when you accomplish something. I don't care how old you are. I think as we get older, okay, I'm in my 60s, and so now when I accomplish something, I think I'm more like a kid. I'm like, oh my gosh, look what I did. And I think we lose that sometimes when we're in our 20s and 30s. Here I'm talking about Mod Podge. I love my Mod Podge. Here I am talking about my Mod Podge making stuff curl, and I'm going to use some. This is very therapeutic. I really am enjoying these little pieces, and it would look totally different if I was to ink my edges too. But I did cut all these up, and I was just thinking to myself, I really want to use them. I don't want to put them somewhere and put them away, and then I will just forget about it, and I won't use it. I'll have all these little pieces floating around. I did tear up this. I have a hat box full of scraps. However, I just decided I just wanted this to just be just a few colors. And oops. Then I will use this in something. I'm just not sure what yet. And this is making this nice and thick. But it's nice because I can always put other things. This piece is pretty big. I can put other things on top. Which, I've got such a bad memory. I wish I could remember who I saw. I was watching them do this, and then they put things on top. And I was just in awe. Sometimes it's just the simplest little things that make you happy. Excuse me, I'm just still a little ill, and I think maybe it's because I'm sitting at my desk bent over a little bit. That's making my nose run. think I might take a nap today. I know tonight we were all going to sit down and watch a scary movie. They have that one Valentine's Day one. Something about no couple is safe, where there's somebody out killing the couples. It's like a horror movie. And so me and my daughter and her husband, my son-in-law, we're going to watch that. I do like a good scary movie. At least I used to love them as I was younger, but now that I'm getting older, I don't know. They creep me out more, but it looks like a good one. So, okay. I like the way this is looking. And if you can get that Mod Podge underneath a little bit before you do the top of it, it will lay down a lot better. And I like the way the Mod Podge looks. So I do like this glue. She said she bought it at Michael's. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? Oh, this nose. Gosh, Roxy's Creations, I think it was, I was watching. And she did a whole collage of just tickets. Now, I thought that was like awesome cool. I personally don't want to use all my tickets for that because I'm a little stingy with my tickets. So I think I'm just going to put a few here and there. I have 3 boxes. 2 boxes are my daughter's. And she said, "Don't. I'm not using them. Take them and use them." And I'm a little bit stingy because I think these were $12 a box, which, you know, is a good price because they're like never ending and you get a lot of things with this. A lot of, okay, I'm trying to do something and talk at the same time. A lot of these tickets, but that doesn't mean I want to be frugal with them. And these are mine. I've been using these. I used a couple for the side, and I folded them like this, and oh, I really liked that look. Okay, that's a lot of stamps. That's a lot of tickets. I did get a lot of tickets out, didn't I? But that's okay. So let's see how this glue does with these. And get these down. That Mod Podge is dry already. I do like that this doesn't feel real sticky or yucky on my fingers either. Except for right there, I just feel like it's not staying down. Let's try another one. Maybe that's where my finger was holding it, and so I didn't get it close enough. Let's try that one. Put that right on top. Ooh. I put a lot of glue on that one. I want to make sure it sticks. Doesn't that look cute already? Oops. Oops. Oh. Sorry, I just felt like I had an itch there. This weather changing, my old skin is getting all dry. Okay. I want this to go down that way. Oh yeah. I think this might be one of my new favorite things to do with these. I don't know if it might be my new favorite thing, because I do know that I like to now put them on the sides. I like putting a whole row, but I like having one and just turning it over for like a little tab. I like that look because it kind of looks like an afterthought. Like, oh, I have a ticket here I can use. Now, if I went out to the movies more and stuff, I would love to work with those. Would love to work with those. Oh yeah, I like this glue. I love the Mod Podge glue and the way it feels on my fingers. And how when you get a lot on there and it dries and you can peel it off. I think I've said that before, but it just reminds me of being in school and playing with glue. You know, I'm kind of putting them in little clusters all over, aren't I? But you know what? I really like the way it's looking. Oops. Gosh, I don't even know what it costs to go to movies anymore. The last time I went, my friend Ronnie, she is a sweetheart. And she knows that I don't get out too much, so when she knows that if she invites me to the movies, I'll say no. Just because. And so the last time it was a vampire movie. And she's like, I'm buying, it's my treat, let's go. And I really wanted to see it, so I'm like, yes, I'm going. So she was sweet and treated me, so I don't even know how much it costs to go. But, you know, I think it's... for those of you out there that don't have anxiety or maybe depression or anything, it can be so, it can keep you from doing so many things. I can't even think of what the word is, debilitating. Anyway, I get very anxious. And the thought of going and sitting in a room in the dark with a whole bunch of strangers is not my idea of a good time. Not because I'm afraid that something's going to happen to me, just because I'm afraid of it, period. I don't even know how to describe it. So, I kind of like have a little bit of a panic attack. So, and I guess I've never really been a social butterfly. People that are, it just amazes me, but when I do my craft sales, my daughter asked me last night, she's like, does it make you anxious or bother you when you think about going to your craft sale? And it's not like I've done a whole bunch of them, but oops, I have one coming up and I'm pretty excited about it. And she asked me how I was feeling, and I told her. The one that we're going to be going to, I'm excited. My daughter's going with me, and my granddaughter, she's going to take care of the money, so... excuse me for sniffling. Okay, what do you think? Do you like it? I mean, I could fold this and make it into anything. It could even be a book cover. It could. And then decorate the pages with these on each page, different colors. Ooh, that would be pretty, wouldn't it? I'll have to think about that and use my colored paper that I dyed with my food coloring. Giving me some ideas. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to get on here and show you what I was creating today. I think this is just going to make it all pop. And give you a little bit of chatter. So So if you're home alone creating today, I hope that you just sat down and created with me, or if you're laying in bed, because I know I'd like to lay in bed and watch people and get some new ideas. And if this wasn't a new idea, I hope you just enjoyed seeing how I did it with these tickets. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Remember, you're awesome, and I'll be back soon. Bye.